I'm Jonny Craig, and you're hanging out with Rob from Punkvideosrock.
It's actually almost been about a year since our last interview.
Yep. Chain reaction.
Yeah.
Sitting down on that leather chair.
There you go.
Now we're on a leather couch.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how have you been, dude?
Been doing good. We're just getting this solo tour kicked off. Yesterday was first day in LA, the Roxy. It was awesome. Got a little tipsy. But the first show we were all a little worried, so we just decided to have a couple drinks and just relax. We ended up getting kind of drunk, but we had a good time, and I feel like that's what I like to come out and do at least. It's just to enjoy myself. I've had a lot of stress and stuff in the last couple of years, and I don't know. I'm not guaranteed a 100% future, in the music business. So, I'm gonna go out and enjoy myself, and I'm gonna sing and do what I love. So it's kind of cool that we kind of got to, let loose a little bit for that.
That's good. That's good, especially when you're, in a van, every day.
Yeah. I mean, we just kind of, we got to the venue and we all kind of brought our stuff in, and the Roxy, has a pretty nice green room, just kind of hanging out, and it was cool.
Cool. Now, I mean, this tour is obviously because you're doing another collaborative album, another project. So, I mean, tell me about that project.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a collective pretty much of songs where like just I'm on it, or just Kyle's on it, or it's me, Kyle, and Midnight. So we're like, you know what? Let's just put the CD together, and make it run smooth, and that's what we decided, and it's come out pretty well. I mean, like I said, yesterday was a great turnout. Tonight's cool turnout. Yeah, I mean, there's some good shows coming up on this tour. And we thought that it would be best to do it this way instead of like just trying to release a bunch of like crazy singles and then writing a whole CD just for the purpose, because we're all on different songs. We just decided to put all the songs together and then release an album that way. So. Okay.
There's one track on this record that we've pretty much seen over the years from you, just in different parts. I Still Feel Her. Yeah. What is the significance of that track in particular, and why is it that you keep continuing with new parts to it?
I mean, I vowed, obviously, before I made the song, that this would be the last one. And a lot of them are just, they have the same title, and they're all just different, scenarios, different situations. They actually, not every song ties into it. Yeah. I think a lot of people kind of try and piece it together. It's not really about that. It's just, I feel like sometimes I have a hit, and I want it to present itself, obviously, to the fans and stuff, to you guys, as something that I find special. So I have tied it into this I Still Feel Her regime, whatever you want to call it. And it's worked out that way. And I think when I have a special song, then I want you guys to know that it's special. So I started making part 1, part 2, part 3, part 5, and yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, I mean, let's talk about the new project that you have, Slaves. Yeah. Released last year. You guys have been pretty much blowing up pretty good. Like, the fans are loving the music, the fans are loving the performances, and congratulations on 1 million views, man. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, the video, we shot it in LA, and it's the first time I think any of us in the band actually got to experience a real video, because I've never done any real videos in a band-wise. I did some solo stuff, but I never got to experience the actual like video, the preparation and the concept and shit like that. I never really got to do any of that. The videos that I filmed for my solo stuff were just kind of on the fly. Yeah. So it's kind of the first time I think anyone in the band actually got to, be a part of a real music video, and it was cool, man. And yeah, just to see it hit a million views that quick, we are definitely super stoked.
Is that a first for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think that quick, yes, that is a first, yeah. Okay. I have some videos that are over like 1 million plays, but they've been out for like 6 years, so if they didn't have 1 million plays, I should probably quit. But I mean, Slaves has been touring nonstop this entire year, so we're really stoked that it hit 1 million so quick. I mean, we've been a band for under a year technically. From starting the recording process to now, we've been a band for under 1 year, so I feel like it's come full circle real quick. Yeah.
Now, from our perspective, the band looks like it's going really, really well. But to you, is the band what you initially wanted it to be, or is there something that you think it lacks, or you want to add to it or take out of it?
Honestly, I wouldn't say that the band lacks anything. I think when we started this project, everyone that was a part of it from the beginning, we all decided that this band was going to be, not only about what we haven't done before, but what we could never achieve with those projects. And that stands from everything from the music to communication, to just to from everything from solid management, from everything. Like we wanted to do everything we could for this band and make it like what we've always wanted, what we've always envisioned. And I think that it came across, man. I wouldn't change a thing, honestly. I really wouldn't change a thing. We're all really proud of what has come, and we're really proud of how fast that you guys and everyone have really caught on, and we really appreciate that because it means the world, for me to get a second chance, and it's cool. It's cool that it's, like I said, it's come full circle so fast, and we really appreciate it, and we really respect that. So thank you guys.
Now with the speed of the growth of the band, is that the reason why just recently you guys posted you're already writing a new album? So do you feel like everything that happened last year, like the album already has its course, or do you still think the album still has some extra touring for it?
Oh, I think we're definitely gonna tour on the CD for a while. Just the fact that we're writing doesn't mean that we're just gonna slam another CD out just to slam it out. Yeah. Like I said, we want to do things the way we want to see them, and we like the CD that we've just made, and we obviously know that we can make better, because anyone, obviously, when you make music, that the whole purpose of writing a CD is to is growth, is to improve. So it's not really about that aspect. It's just about the fact that we see this album as something that we really put our hearts and souls into, and we want to spend as much time as we can getting that across to each and every person that we can before we before we pack it up and we're like, all right, let's pick some other topics. Let's go through some other stuff. So we feel like this CD has hit a lot of things emotionally, especially like personally for me as well, that I think that we'll keep touring on it for a little bit, and say we put out another CD, not this year, but we'll tour this whole year off this CD, and then next year we'll put out a CD or something.
Okay, that makes sense. And this debut album that you did release with Slaves, you guys have 2 power hitters on there, Vic and Tyler. Is there any other big names out there that you would love to like collaborate, or you even tried to collaborate for this album?
We didn't try and collaborate with anyone else on the album. I think we had some ideas, but we never reached out for it. I know that, we've kind of hinted a bunch of times. We just want to work with, we want to put Anthony Green on a song. Mm-hmm. I know me and him, we kind of tweeted back and forth, and he wants to put me on one of his songs. And we'd also love to work with Dallas Green. We want to work with them. Those are 2 inspirational singers to me in the scene, at least. I don't know who else I could say, but yeah, those 2 are huge inspirations for me. So that'd be cool, and I think everyone in the band would really like that.
Yeah. Now, like we mentioned, Vic is on this record, and you have a history with Vic. You guys have done various things together. They're actually working on a record right now. So is there any plans, or have there been any talks of you maybe doing something with them on the record?
For a new record?
For Pierce the Veil.
No. They worked really hard in their career, I feel, and if they came to me, I would never say no, ever. Yeah. But they're starting to hit it, man, and I think that's really cool. So I'm just standing back and let them do their thing. I want them to just take their course, because those dudes, if you ask anyone, those are probably some of the most amazing dudes that are in the music scene. From any band you ask, touring with them, they're great dudes. So, yeah, if they asked me to be on the album, I would love to do it. But yeah, I'm not gonna approach them or anything like that.
Definitely. So, what are the plans for Slaves this year? Any tours that you can talk about that may be in the works, or you already have lined up?
I don't think I can drop it yet. We do have a tour coming for March. We got a summer tour. That's about it, man. I can't really say much more. I know we're gonna try and go overseas again, hopefully by the end of this year. whether it be Australia or be the UK.
Okay.
So I'm not really positive yet, but we got some plans, and you know, we're just gonna keep hustling, man.
All right. And the Blueprint record comes out January 27th. What can your fans expect with that if they haven't heard anything from Blueprint?
They can just expect some fun tunes, man. You know, like we went into the album, you know, we went into making songs together, and we did it over like a course of a time. That's where all these songs came from, and we were just having fun. You know, we're not out here to be like, oh, we need to become the next biggest thing. We got to blow up with this album. You know, we just wanted to have fun. Me, Kyle, and Midnight are like the best of friends, and that's all this CD is to us. Is just, you know, some good wholesome music, we feel.